You're hanging out with Ian and Abi, playing some nostalgic video games as a couple to shock everyone, including me, who didn't notice until Ian just pointed it out to me off screen. This is Pokémon FireRed! We are back using our leaf green setup. This is episode 38. And Ian has a plan.
Well, welcome back to FireRed, and we are back with our friend Dracuno, no longer Abtini. And in Leaf Green, we just suffered a little bit of a defeat by Gary and his powerful Pokemon. And so just like John Wick calling on William Dafoe, whose character's name I don't remember from the movie John Wick, but I'm pretty sure, based on like what I watched of that movie, William Dafoe helps him out. And in the same way, Dracuno is going to help out Abtini.
Nice.
With the Gary problem, because we're going to catch a real battler. I have never caught one in my whole life, I don't think.
A Deoxys?
But there is an attack Deoxys that lives in FireRed, different than the defense Deoxys that's in Leaf Green. So this is a FireRed exclusive. We needed to catch it anyway. We figured, why don't we call in a favor from across the pond. I assume this is the British version. FireRed is in Britain for some reason.
Well, we do have a passport. And
so we're going to go to Birth Island.
nice.
Catch the Deoxys. Now, I think it's level 30. We have a Master Ball so we can fish for a nice nature. And then I'll do an off-screen training montage. You gotta have a montage. Like that. And then it will be ready to put Gary in his place in Leaf Green.
Yes, and this is the Master Ball stolen from Leaf Green. I want that on the record, because if you remember, if you've watched this Pokemon FireRed, you will know we used the Master Ball to catch our Articuno. So we've used 2 Master Balls now in FireRed and 0 in Leaf Green. And I guarantee Ian's going to want to use them, and he's going to be like, where's get the Master Ball? And I'll have to be like, there is none. You used it. Okay. I didn't know what the triangle was. I pre-Googled. I have a video. So Ian and I are going to look at this video, and we're going to, okay, so you go to the bottom, and you interact with the bottom of it. Just go to the bottom, okay?
Yes.
And then you go to the side, and you interact with that side. Yes.
All right. I'll be looking up here, so if you just give me like left, right,
so
top, or bottom.
Walk to the top, and then to the bottom. No. The bottom of the triangle. The bottom of the triangle.
So interact with the bottom?
Yes.
Okay. That was incorrect.
Oh, so it does matter how you walk up to it. So, that's crazy. Okay.
So do we have to, what do we do now?
I guess restart.
Okay.
That's crazy. So I guess go down the stairs and walk back up. Okay. Oh, you're just leaving. Oh, okay. Yeah.
There we go. Probably reset it to the bottom.
Yeah. Hit the bottom and then walk down and then to the left. So you're to the, yeah. I guess the shortest path between. Okay, then walk up to sort of the middle and then up.
Middle and then up?
Yeah.
Ooh,
okay, I like that.
I like
okay,
that.
Now walk directly down and then to the right. And then click that. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Okay. This is getting dicey. This is too much for me. Also, do you notice it's actually turning red?
Yeah.
I know you can't see color, but like...
I'll disagree.
Okay.
I've been peering over Abby's shoulder, so I think I saw this.
Okay, that's actually good, because I did not know how to describe that using human words. I just know how to make panic sounds. Ah! Okay.
Good communication is key to a marriage.
Okay, so you just walk straight over and then hit the side closest to you. Yes, good.
Like that?
Good, like that.
Mm-hmm.
We can't drop the ball. Whoa, okay. You go and then down and then you hit the point. What is happening? Okay. Down a little bit and then to the side. Yes. Okay. Please tell me. Okay, wait. Yes, okay, just straight across.
If I get on the bike, will that help?
No, don't touch any bikes. Please. This is too much for me. Okay, you walk over until you're... and then touch the point. Okay. Walk straight up, but before you touch the bottom, save.
All right. Wow, we have had...
This is a lot for me. This is too much for Abby. Abby can't handle this. Did you save?
I think so.
I think my brain was short-circuiting.
Yeah, I think we saved.
I wish I had a bowl of chocolate chips to eat. Just, what is happening? Okay. Dracuno saved the game.
All right, here we go. There's great rumblings.
Rumblings and tumblings and stumblings.
So that's fun. This doesn't look like attack Deoxys. This looks like normal Deoxys, but yeah, this is just normal Deoxys. But that's okay.
Well, let's see. I thought it was supposed to be one and the other because they're definitely different. I know that for shizzle.
I think it's normal because doesn't attack Deoxys have like really long, like wavily arms?
It's level 30 attack Deoxys.
Oh,
And then,
I wonder what normal Deoxys looks like then.
oh, that guy looks like so many people. He doesn't even know what's up. So this is the difference.
That's what they look like?
Yeah. So the one in leaf green will look kind of like a big bubble man. And this one looks like weird squid guy. Okay, so let's see.
Let's see. We're looking for a modest nature Deoxys. Or, no, we're not. We're looking for anything that boosts special attack and doesn't decrease physical attack. So, Abby, we have a careful nature one. Could you get the nature list up?
I'm doing a lot of Googling.
I know.
This is a lot for me.
She is our researching guru.
I just have a cell phone. What was it?
Careful.
Careful, special, attack down.
Oh, we don't like that.
We don't like that.
Now, we learned from someone that if you hit all the buttons at once, soft reset, very good. Speaking of helpful comments from people who have commented on the video, we want to say thank you to someone who's been commenting a lot on the videos, and it's been tickling us pink. So thank you. I think it's Jacob from Fortree, I believe.
Yeah, man, we appreciate it. Gotta say, you're very funny. And we also appreciate anyone who takes time to watch, like, comment, subscribe. It means the world because we're just two goofy people having fun and doing stuff we'd normally do. These are conversations we'd probably have anyway, but it's nice to hang out with you and share them and get your feedback and talk to other humans because we obviously are bad at talking to other humans in real life. So it's nice to make internet friends because internet friends are often some of the nicest friends, which is nice.
Deoxys' face tattoo is legit. Look at that face. It is angry. It's a DNA Pokemon.
Is it? That makes so much sense.
That is what it's called, and it is a hasty nature. What does a hasty nature do?
Speed up, defense down.
Blah.
Blah.
That's not going to help us with Gary. I'm looking for only the best warrior.
Like no one ever was?
Like, well, you can imagine Gary's face. Gary thinks he's so fancy. In Pokemon Leaf Green, in the second Elite Four iteration, he busts out region-locked Pokemon like Tyranitar,
Man.
Heracross.
Yeah.
He thinks he's the only one who can get unusual Pokemon. He's going to find out how wrong he is. We have this weird squid thing.
If only, I don't understand why he has one arm that is a hand, but when you go to his character sheet after you catch him, both of his arms are squids.
That's what confused me too, because I thought Attack Deoxys had 2 squid arms, and this guy has like a hand.
But he has squid arms when I go to his character sheet.
He's such a DNA Pokemon.
Look, he's 2 squid
so
arms.
that to me looks like Attack.
What is happening?
Into an aggressive guise. It can fool enemies. Well, it fooled me. It is 5'7". Or no, 5'0.7"? No, it's 5'7".
Yeah.
It's just they put a 0 there.
A lot taller than me.
134 pounds.
You're taller and stronger than Deoxys.
I am not stronger, but I am taller and heavier.
I think you're stronger. I mean, that guy's got squid arms. You gotta be stronger than squid arm guy.
I don't know. I don't know about this.
I don't know about anything.
He has a calm nature. What does that make him?
Attack down, special defense up.
Gross.
It's a savage burn out of nowhere. Deoxys catching strays over here.
Well, Deoxys, come on now. Come on now. Give us a juicy one.
Was anyone else panicking during that puzzle, or was it literally just me? I've never in my life encountered a puzzle like this in Pokemon. I will admit that young Abby playing the games I played up until I was in like my mid-20s, I'd never bothered to Google what the puzzles were and how to solve them to catch rare Pokemon or the mystical Pokemon in each game. So it's entirely possible most games have a puzzle like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like 10-year-old Abby didn't have Google to Google what was going on. Like it didn't exist. Like you could not at the time Google how to solve different Deoxys or Pokemon things. You know, we could play like Minesweeper, and that was the extent of computers.
A naughty nature? What does it do?
Attack up, special defense down.
Ah, so close. You can see the differences. Like, let's just remember, this has 132 attack, 122 special attack.
Yeah, Spain. Is it a special attacker?
So it's actually going to be both. So attack Deoxys, from what my research has gleaned.
Then what do you want down? What are you hoping for?
Defense down. We want to keep good speed, so it goes first. Keep attack and special attack up. It's such a glass cannon that if it takes any hits for anything, it'll die. So it has to kill whatever it's killing first.
It must destroy its enemies.
It's a bit like Abby. It will destroy its enemies.
But it's vulnerable to much.
Well, yeah. I guess. It's got some. Yeah, it's pretty. Defenseless.
In D&D, if we talk about this a lot, and I don't remember if we mentioned this in any of our Pokemon run-throughs, but we like to talk about if D&D were real and if our stats were transposed into a D&D style sheet and what we would be in the D&D universe. And my constitution is low, my friends. It is low. I had to have a gallbladder removed because it just didn't work and it was trying to kill me. Quirky.
Quirky's not going to do it.
Special defense up and down. It's neutral.
Oh, it's a neutral nature. So do you remember how the attack stat on the last one, the naughty one, was 132?
Oh, these are both worse.
Yeah, and there was 122 special attack. So what that means...
This is worse in both?
Yeah, so it's a combination of the nature being worse on this one and the IVs being worse. So I'm looking for at least 122 to 130 we want for both attack and special attack. And I think we can only do that with really good roll of IVs.
I am having a good time still.
Do you hear what Actually, just gave me the look of panic. It's nothing we can do. I think it's like a random thing.
I know. I'm just picturing 3 hours from now we're still doing this.
No, we're not going to.
You have all left us.
We're not going to.
No, I think it'll be fine.
By the end of this episode, I swear on the life of the Switch controller.
It's weird. Don't swear on stuff, man. You can't control it. It's like gambling. It makes me nervous because you can't control that. You can hope. You can pray. You can have a deity that you respect and try to make negotiations with, but you don't know. So let's not be swearing and promising on things that we can't control. That's a bold situation, my friends.
This is a strange persona she has adopted. She's become like this kind of southern old-timey barkeep of some sort. Don't you be making promises you can't fill, you hear? Okay, Adamant is actually... Oh, Adamant would be so good.
Special defense. I'm sorry, down. I'm hiccuping.
And so look, even though so Naughty and Adamant both had attack up. But this is 127, the other one was 132.
And the other one was like 120 something in its special attack.
122, yeah.
You got greedy, my friend.
So we probably should have taken that one. That, I guess, was a really high...
You know what? It's like D&D. If you just keep rolling, eventually you'll get stats you want. But yeah, no, my constitution will be so low.
Don't make promises you can't keep now.
Like, I'm anaphylactic. I have intolerances to things. I got weak noodly arms. I'm like 5'2".
Speaking of noodly arms...
Deoxys is noodly arm. Look, you can see his hand when he comes up to you, too.
I know,
He's plotting something.
He is... Also, his head is different. He has like a cool coif in his picture, and in this one it's kind of got like Princess Leia.
Yeah.
From Star Wars.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I am a lawyer of sorts. And so...
Yeah, now he's got the points.
Yeah. So I was thinking, wouldn't it be fun to tell some stories while we do these catching of Pokemon?
Yes.
Because Abby and I were careful again.
Special attack down. Boo.
Boo. So I will tell a story, and we will change names to protect the innocent. So a couple months ago, I had this client, and we'll call him...
Tim?
I want a fun name. How about
Georg.
Gorgoth. Okay. His name was Gorgoth. And Gorgoth had been charged with, gosh, what was it? We'll just say mischief. Gorgoth was charged with mischief, and ultimately, there wasn't enough evidence to convict him. And so the Crown, before court started, said he was going to withdraw the charges against Gorgoth. But Gorgoth was a homeless guy, and Gorgoth didn't have a cell phone, and Gorgoth was late, so that when the charges got withdrew, he actually wasn't in court. And I had really talked up the progress of Gorgoth to
The Crown.
and that was part of the reason he was sort of being reasonable to withdraw it. And so I was kind of mad, adamant again. Boo,
Special attack down,
boo.
yeah.
And so I was kind of upset that Gorgoth hadn't shown up, because it was sort of undermining my credibility
As a lawyer.
So I messaged a friend of Gorgoth's and said, you got to get Gorgoth down to the courthouse and tell him he cannot leave until he talks to me, or there's going to be a warrant for his arrest, which was not true.
You just lied.
Which was not true, but I was really mad, and I really wanted Gorgoth to show up. And as far as Gorgoth knew,
The charges were still
they're still active,
pending.
and the penalty for not showing up for your court appearance is a warrant for your arrest in criminal court. I don't know what it's. I think it's different in other courts, but in Canada, for criminal court, that's what it is. So,
or any court. If you have a warrant to show up to court, they can arrest you, and they can put you in jail for that if you don't show up.
that's right. So anyway, I sent that angry message to the friend of Gorgoth, because I figured he'd get it when he woke up or whatever. It would be passed on to him. And then I sort of let it slide out of my mind. And I started a different trial because my case was done. A second client I had could proceed, so we did that, and we started a trial. And timid,
Attack down, speed up.
goodness, we're just not having good luck. So started a trial, and about 2 hours into the trial, and just the way the courtrooms are, I think in a lot of places, is there's kind of a double door to keep the sound isolated from within the courtroom in the hallway, and there's a thin window in the doors. And I looked through the window, I craned my head around, because the judge was looking over my head to the back through the window of the doors
To the hallway.
into the hallway.
Yeah.
He kept doing that. So eventually I also craned my, because I wasn't facing, oh no, I used flamethrower. Oops.
Just like he did on Gorgoth.
That was probably the one. And there was this kerfuffle out in the hallway. Craned my head and looked, and there was somebody running around. I could see them sprinting very quickly, and then being chased by other people. and I could hear yelling. I even thought I heard my name, but I was like, that's not possible. I'm imagining things. Anyway, at one point, one of the officers, the court officers, came in and kind of passed me a note and said, Gorgoth's here. And we can't catch him. Can you come talk to him? He says he wants to talk to you. And so eventually, I said to the Russian constable, just keep him here. Just keep him here. I want to talk to him. So anyway.
Why was he being chased by the officers?
Well, this is the whole thing. Because at the time I didn't know the story, but I learned the story shortly thereafter when I talked to Gorgoth. So what had happened is Gorgoth had gotten my message. Let's check this first. It's oddly hard to sassy.
Sassy's speed down, special defense up.
We are just getting nothing here. So anyway, so I learned the story after. So Gorgoth had gotten my message at 10 or 10:30 in the morning. He had sprinted as only Gorgoth, the panicked, the man who did not want to go back to jail, can, wearing his nicest black tank top. Now, on the way, for whatever reason, a bird pooped on it, dropped some poop on his shirt, and it hit his black shirt with the white poop. And he was very sad about this. And anyway, he ran to the courthouse and saw that I was in trial. So he had kind of poked his head in to kind of see me. And he was going to wait for me, but he also decided it was a really good idea to take off his shirt.
He didn't want the judge to see him with his poopy shirt.
He had noticed the poop and it offended him. So he took off the tank top. Now he's topless in the courthouse.
Can't be topless.
And he has instructions from me his lawyer not to leave no matter what. Otherwise,
Special defense down, attack up.
not to leave. Otherwise, it'd be a warrant. So anyway, the special constables, they know him pretty well. He was a regular person there. And they said to him, Gorgoth, you got to leave. You're not wearing clothes. He said, I can't leave till I talk to Bingham. I can't leave. And they said, you have to. And he pounded on the door. He said, Bingham. He wanted to come see me. And that's, I guess, when the judge looked. And then that's when I thought I heard my name also. So he wanted me to know he was there, but he had no phone. So anyway, at that point, the special constable started to give chase.
And they wanted him out because you can't be in the courthouse with no shirt on.
That's right. So they were chasing him down the hallways, and he knew the courthouse pretty well. So he was like kind of going down some side tunnels. It was like Pac-Man. Being chased by those Waka Waka things or whatever.
No, he's Waka Waka.
Oh, he's
the
Waka.
ghost.
Oh, well, by the ghost, right? That's what it was.
And they were chasing him.
And so occasionally I could see through the glass, like him streaking by, and then a bunch of blue uniforms streaking after him.
Trying to catch him.
And they concluded it was going to be difficult.
Speed up and speed down is neutral.
They concluded it was going to be tough to catch him. So anyway, they just got me, and I eventually found him. And I told them the good news. I said, Gorgoth, your charges were dropped. So, it was a good thing he showed up, but they've agreed to drop the charges and whatever. So I had him do an apology video for the Crown.
It's really good.
To not, that he was going to try and do better in society, and that he would try and make sure to show up anytime he needed to moving forward. This was a couple months ago, and I can tell you, Gorgoth has not been back. So he had a rough time, but the moral of the story is, while I was peacefully doing a trial about some guns in a car, Gorgoth was just sprinting as fast as he could with no shirt.
I love that.
Around the courthouse.
I just love that his convictions are so strong. He both knew he could not leave, but he also knew he couldn't let the judge see him with bird poop on his shirt. So he just, there was some screaming. He just ran around the courthouse doing laps, just screaming, just trying his best.
Oh, yeah.
He was not equipped. It was like me with the Deoxys puzzle. He just could not. And he had no supports to help him deal with this. And he tried his very best.
He knew he couldn't leave, and he knew he couldn't stay. And so he just was screaming for me, just hoping that I could come save him, and I just didn't in time.
We really like this guy.
Yeah.
I am happy he's doing well. That's a good story. That is a beneficial, that's like one of the nice law stories.
Yeah, so obviously defense work has some unsavory stories to it. It's just the nature of the beast. You do see a lot of kind of the dark side of human nature, unfortunately. But it is a necessary job. I might even talk about why it's necessary in one of the Dancing with Damage videos.
Mm.
There's lots of pasties. There's lots of kind of corollary stories that I can tell that I found amusing at the time. And the one where poor Gorgoth was just trying to be so loyal to me, and it was, he was not a dangerous person. He was a very vulnerable kind of person. But but it was good. I think it taught him a lesson. As I say, he hasn't been back. Yeah,
and it's always interesting. And this is just an aside. So I am his legal assistant. I have training in basic law, not lawyering, but the law. I have a criminology degree. And I also teach law at high school level. So I am his assistant in trials. So I have seen some of these crazy stories, and how I used to get my students to be nice to me in class is I'm like, okay, if you're going to listen to me and you're going to do your work, I will tell you a law story. So I think it's interesting. But one of the perceptions people always have about those in the justice system, is that they are somehow people are evil or good. But life is much more gray. And I have found that 90% of the people I have encountered, and I think this rings true for you too, even though you've encountered more than I have, are not evil people. It's someone who there's a certain person or a certain thing in their life that if they interact with it, it makes them do things they normally wouldn't. But for the most part, like, very polite, very respectful. Like, Gorgoth is one of the most polite and respectful people I've ever met in my life. And he was dealing with, you know, some criminal stuff. But it's just interesting that sometimes the people who are the most polite, have the most manners, are the most considerate, you know, of what they're saying, how they're saying, and how they're treating other people, are the ones in the justice system.
It's, yes. Yes, it's all... Well, I'll probably tell, maybe... I mean, I could even do a story an episode, some episodes. Some episodes I can do one story an episode. So, we have been just having bad luck. I really want us... We should have kept that first one. It was amazing. 132 and 122.
Man.
I really should have kept that. But now, that's the bar. This does remind me of Baldur's Gate 2.
Yeah.
So, Baldur's Gate 3, Abby and I played a bit. They kind of... And I don't like when games do this, personally. That when it kind of holds your hand... When games kind of hold your hand a lot and make it so it's hard to fail. I find, well, we've talked about this in Dancing with Damage, but high schools have been doing that, or like any schools have been doing that a bit, where it's relaxed.
Relaxed is speed down, defense up. I like how I have the chart up, but for the past several Deoxys, you haven't even needed me. You're like, I know this nature. I've been around this block before.
Been around this triangle. It's actually not the triangle. It's the, I'm just looking at the stat itself. Unless we can get a special attack of 130 or higher, I'm just not interested anymore.
Dang.
I have become that. I have a problem. So this is like the Baldur's Gate thing, what I'm talking about. So maybe some of you who are watching this, I suspect, if you are anything like me, you've played Baldur's Gate 2. It's just, I think it was Game of the Year. It was so well done that even today, if you look up good D&D based games, it's like, yeah, play Baldur's Gate 2. Like, the thing is a masterpiece. I think a lot of the sets are like painted. The plot and everything, and like I said, it didn't hold your hand at the beginning when you created your character, and so you had an opportunity to roll for your stats. And what Abby was talking about with the Constitution earlier, for those who don't know the D&D rules,
universe, yeah.
And we don't claim to be masters of it.
No.
But we know, for example, that the classic D&D stats are strength, which dictates, you know, how hard you can hit stuff. Your agility, which is usually like armor class, like dodging and bow attacks, things like that. Charisma, which is used for if you're like a sorcerer to cast spells, a bard to cast spells, and then generally to like get good deals when you're buying like your shield. You're like, I wanted the shield for 7 gold, and they're like, but you shall have it for 5. So much charisma.
Yeah.
It's kind of true to life. Like, I don't know, isn't that sort of unfortunately true to life? And then in terms of wisdom and intelligence, intelligence for mages, ability to use magical items and things like that, wands, if you wanted to use a wand.
It always confuses me that there are mages and wizards and sometimes witches and sorcerers. Normally there's 3 different types of magic, pure magic users, and that always confuses me because I know there's differences between them, but I always get them mixed up. Which one did I say I would be?
I will answer that, but first. So, let's just answer that. Sorcerer.
A sorcerer.
We said you'd be a sorcerer because when Abby and I, at some point in our relationships, were really bored, and we drive a lot together.
Yeah.
We have family down south of where we live, about 4 hours. So when we drive down for various reasons, we're in the car, just kind of like listening to each other breathing, and we're like.
We listen to audiobooks and we plot.
Yeah, mostly we don't do the listening of the breathing. He's
trying to be funny.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. So, I'm just sad about that. We let that Deoxys slip away. Oh yeah, so what I was saying is, before we get into what Abby and I do in the car, when we're bored, and need to talk about D&D.
Which is always a fun topic.
Bored? Nope. Wow.
Yeah.
132, 122 was a gem. So, charisma, and then intelligence. Wisdom kind of helps with divine spellcasters like clerics, and it also helps answer. Sometimes, like, the game will ask you a question, like, and then if you have a good wisdom score, your character can get the right answer.
Yeah.
And then, am I missing anything? Constitution, like how much health you have, basically, and if you can resist poison.
Did you already say dexterity? Probably.
I think I did, yeah. So in Baldur's Gate 2, you click in the game, roll your stats, and they can be usually between like 7 and 18, depending on what class you're rolling for, but 18 is the highest.
Mm.
And unless you're an elf, you can get like 19 dexterity, or like an orc, you can get 19 strength. But generally, 18. One long way of saying that you can roll, you just roll until you get the stats you want. And it's so punishing because you click roll and you get your next roll. And if you roll past a really good roll, like say you roll a roll with many 17s and some 18s or something, and you click next by accident, you're in a hurry. That's basically what we did with this first Deoxys.
That was a really long-winded way of saying he should have thought before he clicked.
Yeah, that was a really, sorry about that. But that does, we can talk about what our stats would be.
Yas Queen.
We wrote it down somewhere. Like, there is a book where we're like, we're going to record this.
We even made them for our pets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to have to do more of that too.
I think so. You know, so I did swear on the life of the Switch controller. So poor Switch controller, it's going to have to get plugged in, which is the equivalent of it being put away. I don't know. I don't think we're going to get our Deoxys. I was ambitious.
I mean, we're going to get it eventually. I think maybe if it goes on too long, we might go off screen until we find a good nature, and then we'll come back and join you to show you the one that we have caught.
What is Rash, by the way? Sorry to cut you
Oh,
off.
I was looking at D&D stats. Give me 1 second.
She was.
Rash is special attack up, special defense down.
I mean, no.
I like this sound. No.
No.
You fool, no.
That is absolutely not what we're doing.
Yeah.
We are getting a strong...
I can't believe we've never talked about... I don't think we've talked about D&D on Pokemon. How have we not? We talk about D&D so much.
Surely we have. Okay, well, let's very quickly, although we're going to have to end the episode soon, let's very quickly catch this Deoxys.
Okay.
And then in the next episode, we'll go through what our stats would be. Although, if you have a partner, and maybe some people watching are in a relationship, and this is a fun exercise with your partner to say, hey, let's figure out what our stats would be if we were D&D characters and what classes we would be.
And it's important.
Mhm.
You can't say what you want. You have to be honest about what you are. So that can be tricky, but it is important because that makes it more true to life and more fun. So, like I said, I would love a higher constitution, but I recognize that I don't have one in real life. So my score, if I was transported to D&D, would also be lower. It just would have to be because where would I gain it? I has none.
I wonder if we... No, I think it's random. I was going to say if we don't hit save and just... Oh, no, we have been... This is the same save file.
It's the same
Okay,
thing.
one more, and then that's it. Yeah, so in the next episode, we'll go through our D&D stats. The fun thing about D&D, and I'm sure there must be tons of surveys and things online you can take to pick your stats. But the thing about those surveys is typically you fill them out yourself, and if you have a partner, I find it's best to ask the partner what they think your stat would be, your alignment would be, your class would be, your
race, like what you would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if it's a strong relationship, they'll be honest, and the numbers will seem reasonable. You can tell if you're in a bad relationship and they're just like all 18s. It's like
You don't know me at all.
you don't know me. And
You want the honesty.
yeah. So okay, Let's see. This will be our last roll of the
Yeah.
dice. Oh.
We'll be back with better Deoxys next time, sports fans.
Come on, sports fans. Okay. Thanks for tuning in.
Have a great day.
We'll get you, Gary.
Arr.